Jefferson College takes the field. Here's how their defense will stack up for this one. Brandon Wings in left field with Jeremy Ramon in center. It'll be Kendall Finley out in right. Over at third base is Cody Fick with Peter Tanis at short. Brian Randazzo at second base. Jay Colster is over at first. Behind the plate is Greg Robinson, and getting the start is the left-hander Schaefer Hall out of Lee Summit, Missouri. And he's only going to spend 1 year here at Jeffco. He is only a freshman, but he is signed, sealed, and delivered to go to Kansas, University of Kansas, at the end of this season. So just a 1 year rental, I guess you could say, for Schaefer Hall. And his numbers have been pretty darn good so far this season. A record of 3-1 coming in. He's pitched 30 innings. He's given up 30 hits, 15 runs, 10 of them earned for an ERA of 2.33. He has started 5 games. He has 2 complete games, 25 strikeouts to 9 walks so far on the season, and opponents are hitting .255 against him.
Well, a left-hander, so that's got to be enticing to the University of Kansas to start with, and he's had a good start, so it'll be interesting to see how the Mineral Area hitters, who have, as I mentioned, struggled late in games, if they can even get on this guy in the early part of the game.
He was a draft and follow player out of high school last year. I think he was drafted in the mid-20s as far as the round is concerned. As they toss it down to second base, and we'll get this thing started as Tony Spencer is about set to step in.
Tony's a kind of a slap hitter. He can spray it to all fields. He can leg out an infield ground ball. He can provide you a little pop, too. He'll put it into the gap and bounce one off the wall every once in a while.
We'll get a couple of gauges on how hard Schaefer Hall is throwing throughout the broadcast. Spencer set, lefty versus lefty matchup here.
Drew Harrell will get the start for Mineral Area as the bottom of the first will commence in a little bit.
And here we go with the first pitch of the ball game from Hall to Spencer, and it's right down the middle.
Well, the pitcher likes to work ahead, and the coaches like it even more when the pitcher works ahead.
Hall working quickly as the next pitch is on the way. Slapped the other way, past third. Fick didn't even see that one coming. There's a base hit to start it off for Spencer.
And there you go. Spencer will not try to pull it, not try to go the other way. He just wants to put the bat on the ball, and what happens, happens. And Tony right there showing why he is the leadoff hitter, putting it down the left field line, going the other way with it.
Yeah, he called him a slap hitter, and that's exactly what he did. He slapped it the other way. He's on with a leadoff single, and that will bring in Thompson. He's looking to bunt, and a nice one down the first base line, picked up by Hall. Spins, throws to first in time, sacrifice good, Spencer to second.
The Mineral Area coaches, I know, really like having a person that can bunt in that 2-hole. That's why they don't put much power there, because of Tony Spencer's ability to get on base. They like to have the bunting ability in the 2 spot, and that's what Matt Thompson was able to do right there, a perfect bunt down the first base line.
So with a runner in scoring position, that'll bring in Shane Menz, the third baseman, another left-handed swinger. And he takes it up and in for a ball.
Shane Menz with some pop. He has left the yard a couple of times this year, and a promising young hitter for the Cardinals.
A look at the runner at second by Hall. Here it comes to the plate. Breaking ball, popped foul, and that'll even the count at 1.
But I had late break on it, Ryan, and Menz lucky just to get something on that thing and foul it away.
Hall's a big kid. He certainly brings in a lot of good size. Probably about 6'3". Checking on Spencer again at second. And there's a shot in the left center field gap. That will get down and bring in the first run of the ball game. On his horse to second is Menz. He will hold there with an RBI double.
And this is something the Cardinals have done in the early part of the season. The first 3 or 4 weeks, they have gotten those early runs, but they have had problems hanging on. So this will be another test for them because they do jump out early. But I know that Jefferson is a very good hitting ball club, so it's going to be a real test today to see if the Cardinals can keep this slim lead that they've gotten here in the top of the first.
Mineral Area sends up their third left-handed batter in the first 4 batters of the ball game, as that is Garrett Oliver, and he takes a pitch inside. Oliver, the left fielder, wearing number 19. Hoping to perhaps trade spots with Shane Menz, who just did that with Tony Spencer with an RBI double. Only 1 out in the inning. Ball comes set. Breaking ball, hit towards second. Diving effort by Randazzo, but it's underneath him into left center. Right center, rather. Run comes in, 2-0 Mineral Area here in the first.
Sometimes, Ryan, when you have a pitcher who is very good at this junior college level, that means he's always around the plate. And that can be a change for some hitters who aren't used to seeing guys at this level always around the plate. And I think Mineral Area is finding that maybe some of the pitchers they've seen recently, they've had to work to find a strike. With Schaefer Hall, he's going to throw it right around the plate just about every time.
Here's Joe Cole, and he takes one on the inside corner for a strike. Looks down to third to Coach Gerwitz, and we'll get the signs. Garrett Oliver occupying first base for Mac. The Cardinals lead Jeffco 2-0 here in the first. Pickoff move, runner back easily.
Well, you couldn't have written a better script for the top of the first for Mineral Area, a team that has struggled to score runs in bunches, and they've gotten 2 so far here with just 1 away.
Pitch to the plate is swung on and fouled back, and that will put Oliver down, or rather Cole down, and 0-2. They're playing the opposite way, just a tad in the outfield. Pickoff move to first. Runner back easily.
Joe Cole, a bit of an anomaly on this MAC roster, comes from Tampa, Florida, and King High School. Jim Gerwitz has a couple of contacts in that area.
Pitch missed down and away. It's 1-2 to Cole. You always find it interesting when people come from halfway across the country.
Tampa to Park Hills is a bit of a culture shock, to say the least, but Joe is adapting nicely.
And a swing and a miss. A pitch inside handcuffed him. He goes down on strikes. Cole is the second out of the inning. And it's going to be up to Kimmery to continue it.
Seth has swung the bat well, and he kind of was the early hitting leader for the Cardinals. He has cooled off a bit, but certainly capable of keeping this inning alive.
He fouls that one back off the screen. Quickly, 0-1 to Kimmery, the center fielder. 2-0 Mineral Area in the top of the first inning. Still 1 runner on base. That's Oliver at first, being held on by Colster. Pitch missed upstairs. 1-1. All trying to battle through this without any more damage, as Mac has put up 2 here in the inning. Pitch is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Long look at third for Kimmery, checking in with Coach Gerwitz. He's back in the box, ready to go. Runner gets his lead from first. 2-1 pitch. The runner goes. Breaking ball, foul. Hit and run was on.
Kind of what I thought with a long look down to third. I was thinking hit and run, and that's what they tried right there. It's a good situation for it. You got a good hitter at the plate. And Garrett Oliver at first base, not a real strong runner. With 2 outs and a lead in the first, why not try it?
Here's the 2-2. And that one is back to the screen. I think it just got away from Robinson. It was a check swing by Kimmery. He did not make contact with the ball, and he did not go around as they checked with the umpire, and he said no. So that's I don't know if you call that a pass ball.
I think I would. It's tough. It did hit the dirt.
Runner now in scoring position for Mac, already leading 2-0. Swing and a miss, a high fastball got him, and that will end the top of the first. Mineral Area gets 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a runner. We head to the home half of the first inning. 2-0 Mineral Area. Jeffco coming up in 1 minute on Regional Radio. And we return to Vikings Field in Hillsboro on Regional Radio. It's 2-0 Mineral Area on top of Jeffco. Home half of the first inning. Here's Jeffco's lineup. Kendall Finley, the right fielder, leads off, followed by Brandon Wings in left field. The 3-man is Cody Whitehead. He's the designated hitter. Hitting cleanup is shortstop Peter Tanis. Brian Randazzo is at second base, hitting 5th, followed by Jeremy Rahman in center field. Cody Fick at 3rd. Jake Holster at 1st, and rounding it out is Greg Robinson, the Vikings catcher.
Drew Harrell coming off of not only back but hip surgery as well. 2 surgeries in the last year that he's gone through and had to rehab from. Missed all of last season, redshirted through it. And he has come back very strong. He actually came back a little stronger at the plate when he's inserted into the lineup than he did on the mound, but he has come around on the mound more recently, especially as the weather's gotten a little warmer. And Drew, a redshirt sophomore from Festus, is always going to give you a quality outing. He has done that so far this season for Mineral Area.
He will gut everything out whenever he gets a start. He just works so hard and just keeps coming at you. And he faces Finley to get it started, and the pitch is just a little bit low and away, ball 1.
The best thing you can say, I think, about Drew is he is the ultimate team player. He will do anything possible to either help his cause and help the team, or help another player if it'll help the team.
Breaking ball is low and in. 2 balls, no strikes to Finley. He comes in hitting .319, no home runs and 5 RBIs. 22 hits and 69 at-bats for Kendall. And he takes it just a little bit high and away. 3-0 as those all 3 pitches have just missed the zone. Sure, there could be a little butterflies for Horrell facing Jeffco, the team that has always been in his area growing up, and knowing that there are a lot of former teammates on the other side. There's a pitch that caught the outside corner to make it 3-1. Breaking ball, that one's in there. Beauty, 3-2, full.
He battles back here, and the defense will always be on their toes with Harrell because he's not an overpowering pitcher.
And there's a little pop-up left side. This could be trouble. And it's going to drop in front of the left fielder, Oliver, and a leadoff single for Kendall Finley. Just a seeing-eye shot.
Yeah, just kind of died, and he dumped it over the third baseman's head and in front of the left fielder.
And Jeffco gets the leadoff man on, and here's Brandon Wings. He's hitting the ball well. .333 the average coming in with a home run and 11 RBIs. He hits from the right side, open stance, and he takes a curveball strike. Wings can run a little bit too. Pickoff move to first, they almost got him leaning. Finley dives back in safely.
It's one thing that the Mineral Area coaches are not afraid to allow their pitchers to do is the pickoff, and they try it a lot.
And a hot shot to short, knocked down, and the throw to second for 1, on to first, and got him. It's a 6-4-3 double play, and that was a tough play for Vogelsang to get that one started. He had to short hop it, knocked it down, and Thompson made a good, strong throw to first base to get the quick Brandon Wings.
Well, there is one big reason why Vogelsang is on this roster. It's his defensive abilities. He is a slick defender, just a freshman from Farmington High School, but he is Mr. Defense. He can swing the bat a little bit, but he is really a quality defender. There, you saw it right there.
First pitch is ball 1 to Cody Whitehead, the team's leading hitter at the moment, hitting .455. 2 home runs and a team leading 22 RBIs. Outside with the next pitch, 2-0. These 2 guys know each other very well.
I would think so. They're just a year apart, but went to the same high school.
Curveball down and away. They were both part of that 2005 state championship in Legion baseball. Burrell and Whitehead. 3-0 pitch is taken on the inside half, 3-1. And now Cody will look for something to drive. Burrell has to come after him. See if he plays it safe and maybe allows him to take the walk. Curveball hit the other way into right center field by Whitehead. Gets down and heads to the fence. Cody on his horse to second. He will hold there. It's a 2-out double by Cody Whitehead.
The throw from right a little offline, but Vogelsang backing up the throw, and there is why he is one heck of a baseball player, hitting .455, a little more now. Just ropes that double the other way into right center field, and lucky for the Cardinals they got that double play because it would have scored a run had they not turned it earlier.
Cody waited on that curveball too and shot it into right center field. It was a good piece of hitting by Cody Whitehead. And you got to give Harrell a lot of credit for throwing a 3-2 curveball or a 3-1 curveball. But he is so confident with that pitch. He will throw it at any time. It doesn't matter what it is in the count.
You're exactly right. He likes using the breaking pitch, and it really doesn't matter. And we'll see. He likes to start him off with it, too. We'll see if he throws one here on the first pitch to Tanis.
Pete's off to a pretty good start. Average-wise at .274, but he has 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. His home runs lead the team. He's deep in the box, and he takes a fastball up. 2-0 Mineral Area here in the bottom of the first inning. Jeffco with a runner at second and 2 away. A look to second and the pitch. Curveball, and this one is jacked to left field. This one's gonna go. Peter Tanis ties the game. He was sitting on that breaking pitch and he did not miss it. That's his 4th home run of the year, and RBIs number 14 and 15 for the sophomore shortstop.
Well, that's where the familiarity comes in. Some of the guys for Jeffco know Drew Harrell pretty well. He knows them pretty well. In this case, some assistance for Peter Tanis, maybe from Whitehead or some other players, telling him that he likes the curve, look for it in certain situations, and he did not miss it. He got that on the sweet spot, and it was gone in a hurry.
Looked like he got underneath it just a little bit, but that thing just kept going and going. And there's a strike on the first pitch to Brian Randazzo, the second baseman.
The 3-4 hitters here for Jeffco, Whitehead and Tanis, proving why they're probably one of the most dangerous middle-of-the-order duos in the region. A double and a home run, even after the Cards had turned that double play.
Randazzo doing a good job at the plate as he's looking at a 1-1 count, now 2-1 as Harrell misses outside. 359 hitter, he's driven in 13, no home runs. He's more of a slap hitter, very much like you described Tony Spencer. And there's a ground ball to second, sharply hit, but picked up by Thompson on the first for the out. So after 1 inning of play, we got a 2-2 ball game. We'll return in 1 minute on a regional radio. Mineral Area and Jefferson College are tied at 2 as we move into the top half of the second inning. Just erase the first inning, we'll play 6. How about that?
Might as well. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for both teams through that first frame.
And a chopper towards third. Fick comes up with it, throws across the diamond in time, and he gets Grau by a couple of steps. That was a pretty tough play, trying to kind of short hop it a little bit and really reaching to his left, or his right rather, with the backhand, trying to stab at that one, and he made a strong throw.
Yeah, a short hop and then a big hop, and tailing away from him towards the foul line. It would have been a fair ball had it not been cut off near the third base bag by Fick.
And first pitch swinging was Shane Grau. And there's a strike in there to Seth Blackwell, the right fielder. Next one from Schaefer Hall on the way. Fastball down and in. That one had something on it. 1-1 count. Another fastball and hit over to third. This one will go off the glove of Fick and redirects into left field. That'll be How do you give him an error on that or a hit? I don't know. That's kind of tough. It was a tough play going to his left.
I'd say give him a hit.
I'll go with that.
Blackwell says, Grau tested you to your right, I'm going to test you to your left. And Fick a little bit stronger to his right, it appears.
And Peter Tanis, his momentum was already bringing him to his right, trying to back up on the play if it got past him. He had no chance to pick up the ball after it went off the glove.
On the deflection, it got right past them both.
Foul ball back and over the screen by Luke Vogelsang. This guy's a tough player. I've seen him play a couple of times now. Farmington Legion ball, Farmington High School. And he chops this one towards third, and it's going to be picked up in foul territory by Fick.
That brought Fick on a charge towards the baseball, so they've got him going left to right and kind of in and out a little bit. Very busy down there at the hot corner.
Fick has certainly been tested over there. Normally, Cody Whitehead was going to be the third baseman, but he's still trying to come back from that shoulder. And he's been pretty much inked in as the DH since the season began. He's not quite ready to play the hot corner yet.
Judging by what we've seen this inning, it's probably a good thing.
One out with a runner at first for Mineral Area. Schaefer's pitch is in the dirt, swung on and missed by Vogelsang, and he goes down on strikes. That's three strikeouts for Schaefer Hall so far in the ball game.
It appears that Schaefer's either going to give up a hit on like the first pitch or he's going to get a quick strikeout. That's been a lot of the at-bats so far for Mineral Area. They're going after these pitches.
And a pitch inside. It's showing bunt was Tony Spencer. Pulled the bat out of the way as it was inside.
A lot of quick at-bats, and if this continues, Schaefer could go this entire ball game.
And the next pitch, fastball in, 2-0.
Well, he left one out over the plate last time, which Spencer sent into left field, so the first two pitches have been way inside on Tony Spencer. He doesn't want to leave that out there and make a mistake again.
And there's a strike. That one caught the inside corner, 2-1.
Not quite good enough for Tony to swing at, but he'll concede the strike and step in at 2-1.
They got a big hole in left field, too, the left side of the infield. And there's a foul out of play. Off to the left, he went after the off-speed pitch, got a piece.
And that one was a little bit more away, but it was up in the zone. And he got Spencer to chase it. I believe it would have been ball 3.
2-2 count on Spencer. He's trying to get on for the second time in the game. That one just missed down and in. Full count, 3-2. The Jeffco dugout wanted that call, but it was clearly inside off the plate from this angle. And a chopper foul. That one was tailing. That one was inside and started tailing more over the plate at the last moment. Spencer got a piece.
Yeah, and it was a good idea for Spencer to swing because that probably would have rung him up and he let it go.
2 outs with a runner at first for Mineral Area. 2-2 ball game in the top half of the second. Another 3-2 pitch, and that one's chopped at and fouled off to the left side.
He's so good at battling, you know, he'll just stick the bat out and foul one off to stay alive, even if it's not the pitch he's wanting. And we'll see what Spencer does here.
Kind of reminds you of a left-handed version of David Eckstein.
It does.
3-2 pitch again. Ground ball to second. Randazzo up with it, on to first to end the inning. Mineral Area leaves a runner stranded, and we move to the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 2-2 ball game, and we return in 1 minute on regional radio. Bottom half of the second inning on 1400 KJEF and AM 800 KREI. It is Mineral Area taking on Jefferson College here in JUCO baseball. And we got a 2-2 ball game as we move into the bottom half of the second inning. Due up, Jeremy Rahman, Cody Fick, and Jay Colster for the Jeffco Vikings. Burrell back to work for Mineral Area.
Got some help from his defense in the early part of the first inning, but then a double and a home run provided the damage so far against Burrell.
Pitch down and away to Jeremy Rahman. He's hitting .326 No home runs, 6 RBIs so far for the freshman outfielder. And he hits this one into right field, charging in, and it will drop in front of Blackwell, and leadoff single for Jeremy Rahman.
That's another one that just had enough to get over the infield, but didn't carry to the outfielder. Matt Thompson, or Seth Blackwell rather, playing right field. Kind of had to make a decision whether to dive or not, and decided to just let it fall, which probably was a smart play.
Now Rahman's got some tremendous wheels. That ball gets past him. There's a shot at an Inman Park home run. Easily a triple. Throw goes to first base. Rahman back easily. He's 3 out of 5 on steals this year. Cody Fick is the batter. Another pickoff move. Rahman back again. Cody Fick, 283, the average, with 2 home runs and 13 driven in. Ground ball to third, could be 2. On to Thompson for 1, now to first in time. Another double play for the MAC defense. That one going 5-4-3.
The Cardinals were victimized by 3 double plays against Merrimack, the first game they played against them on Saturday. And now they're trying to turn a few of their own here against a rival. And they've got 2 so far, but still tied on the scoreboard.
Men's got a very good hop to start that thing as well. Here's Jay Colster. Off-speed pitch drifts outside, ball 1. 311 the average for Colster, 2 home runs and 15 driven in. Ground ball to second. Good hop for Thompson, throws to first in time, and Harrell will face the minimum here in the second inning. We move on to the third. It's a 2-2 ball game. We're back in 1 minute on Regional Radio.
Junior college baseball on Regional Radio, brought to you in part by Turner Chevrolet in Park Hills, Mega Sports in Farmington, and Professional Property Management. Also in Farmington, Tim Ryan and Ryan Reinheimer with you. Mineral Area and Jefferson College identical through 2 innings. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for both sides as the Cardinals come to the plate here in the third against Schaefer Hall with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Matt Thompson, the one leading it off, a sacrifice bunt, his first time up, and he looks at a strike right down the pipe. Thompson getting Spencer to second base, who he eventually scored on a double by Shane Menz. There's a ball upstairs to Thompson, the graduate of North County High School in his first year with Mineral Area.
Breaking ball that didn't quite break enough from Schaefer Hall. Both pitchers have done a pretty good job of getting out of some trouble.
Hall kicks and fires, and it's fouled away out of play by Matt Thompson. He'll be followed by Shane Menz and then Garrett Oliver. Both reached against Hall their first times up.
Thompson laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time.
Next pitch to him, he sticks the bat out and pokes it into right field for a base hit.
Pretty good job there. Go with the pitch. That's exactly what he did.
Over the outer half of the plate, and Thompson sends one into right. He is aboard to start the third, and it is the 5th hit of the day for the Cardinals, and it brings in the meat of the order, Shane Menz.
Yeah, the double his first time up, which drove in the game's first run, and he eventually scored on a single by Oliver.
Shane fooled badly on that first one by Schaefer Hall, a breaking pitch, and Menz wasn't even close to it.
That was pretty dirty.
0-1 the count. No outs. Top of the third. We're tied at 2. Thompson, a 3-step lead from first, a check over on a snap throw, and he's back.
Hall just didn't quite have enough oomph on that toss.
When you don't make that step towards the bag, you lose that strength behind the toss. As that one comes way inside on Menz, ball 1. It's 1-1 to him with Garrett Oliver on deck. As we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, both of these teams badly needing both of these wins. They split, I guess they'll be okay, but if one team wins 2, that's a huge lift for them. A hit and run on it, and it works to perfection as Menz gets the second baseman out of position and sends it into right field on a bounce First and third for Mineral Area, nobody out in the top of the third.
And Thompson got a great jump as well. He had an excellent jump. And because of the left-handed stick up there, second baseman Randazzo was going over to cover the bag on the steal attempt and just shot right through that spot where he normally would be off the bat of Men's, puts him on the corners.
And it's up to Garrett Oliver. The first pitch to him from Hall is fouled away left side. Hall has worked ahead of just about every hitter he's faced. They play Oliver a little bit to go the other way in the outfield. They hold the runner at first as the runner from third breaks. Here's a tapper back to the pitcher. Hall has it, goes to second for one. No, it falls out of his glove. Everyone's safe.
Donis tried to get the ball out of his glove too quickly to turn the double play. Just didn't look the ball in. That costly error will load him up with nobody out.
Thompson at third, Menz at second, and Garrett Oliver at first base. On the fielder's choice, Joe Cole, who struck out against Hall his first time, steps in a huge spot for the Cardinals. They check over to first base, and the runner gets back. No, they do. They did call him out, it appears. They said he had it in his glove long enough.
Okay, they must have called him out, and then the ball was dropped on the exchange.
I don't know about that. I mean, from here, it looked like he never really had it, but the umpire right there. First pitch to Cole is outside, a ball.
Certainly questionable.
And it looked to me like the umpire actually signaled safe. But what game are we watching? Hall, the delivery, a swing and a miss, busted him inside, and Cole couldn't get around on it. 1-1.
That certainly changes the tide of this a little bit because you still have the double play as a possibility if you get the ground ball by Cole.
The kick and the pitch from Hall, inside corner, a strike call. I guess what the umpire said was it happened during the exchange from the glove to the hand to throw it to first, but certainly, as you mentioned, a very questionable call, and it'll be something that Jim Gerwitz will certainly remember to tell the umpire later on if there's another close call. That one fouled back by Cole. Still 1-2 with runners at the corners. A tie game here in the top of the third.
Cole really battling with Hall right here.
Freshman from Tampa, Florida, against a freshman from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Hall, the pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. Cole staying alive at 1-2. He was struck out and fooled badly on that strikeout in the first inning.
It's pretty apparent that Hall's really trying to bust every hitter inside now. He's coming in on the left-handers, in on the right-handers.
The next one just missed the outer black of the plate.
And just as I say that, he throws one on the outside half of the plate.
Just trying to nip the corner, and he missed it.
Got to mix it up. Got to mix it up.
Worked both sides. 2-2 the count. I think he thought that one that went straight back was a little too close for comfort the pitch before, so he tried the outer part. Now he leaves one hanging, but Cole gets under, and it's popped up on the infield. The shortstop, Tanis, calls everyone off and makes the catch. 2 away.
Big second out for the Jeffco Vikings, trying to get out of this inning when it looked as though for a moment we were going to have the bases loaded, nobody out.
Seth Kimmery going to try to keep it going for the Cardinals and give them the lead. They can take the lead with a base hit.
Still runners on the corners, though. One hit would break the tie. And anything, a wild pitch, pass ball.
Southpaw Hall sends it to the plate. It's a little low and inside, ball 1. There's a signal down to Seth Kimmery from the manager, Jim Gerwitz, who's in the third base coach's box. Now Kimmery in the box, he's ready. And the pitch from Hall, a fastball that hits the outside edge for a strike call. One pitch. Kimmery swings and shoots it high in the air, left side, way out of play though. And it'll be 1-2, and now Hall, after getting into some trouble here in the top of the third, 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Thompson represents the go-ahead run at third base. Here's the pitch to Kimmery. It gets away from the catcher, and here comes Thompson. He'll score standing up, and the Cardinals take the lead as Hall threw one in the dirt, and the wild pitch costs him.
Brings in a run to give the lead back to Mineral Area. They had a 2-0 advantage at one time, and then Jeffco tied it. Now they go up 3-2.
And a runner in scoring position still at second base with Garrett Oliver moving up on that. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Kimmery swings and shoots it to the third baseman. Catch made by Cody Fick. He skied and snared that thing as it was labeled for extra bases had he not. The Cardinals do get a run on a couple of base hits, but Cody Fick saving a run for Jefferson College, and it's a 3-2 Mineral Area lead into the bottom of the third on regional radio. 3-2 ball game, Mineral Area leading Jefferson, and Drew Harrell back to work here in the bottom of the third. And it's the 9-1-2 hitters in the Jefferson order, starting with Greg Robinson, the 9-hitter in the order, and he looks at the ball high and tight. Robinson then back to the top with Kendall Finley, and Brandon Wings, the third hitter in this inning. That one pops straight up on the infield, called by the first baseman, Joe Cole. He camps under and makes the catch, and there is one away.
Robinson has kind of settled in as kind of the number one catcher on this team. They've had a couple of guys that they've been working in and out of there, but Robinson has kind of solidified at least getting the start in game one of doubleheaders.
Finley steps in. He led off the game with a single in the first and then was erased on the base paths by a double play. So righty-lefty matchup, and the first pitch a breaking ball for a strike from Drew Harrell. Redshirt sophomore from Festus High School. Working against Finley from Mansfield, Missouri. And Finley calls timeout as Harrell was about to go into his windup. Granted by the umpire and has to adjust his batting gloves. Now Tony Spencer, the catcher for the Cardinals, is going to call time and run out to the mound. Quick word with Harrell. He's coming back to the plate. They're in at the grass at third on the infield grass. They're back deep around the infield everywhere else. The pitch to Finley, swung on up the middle, but it's cut off by the second baseman Thompson to his right. He throws to first in time to get the speedy Finley. And there are two gone here in the third, with Brandon Wings strolling to the plate.
That ball was skipping across the infield grass, and it really slowed it down for Thompson to get over. Still pretty much had plenty of time to get Finley at first base.
Harrell has set down the first two. Here is Wings, who rounded into that 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Beautiful bender in for a strike by Harrell.
His curveball's on. It looks good. There's no doubt about it.
He can get that 12-6 motion at times. He brings the heat with the second pitch to Wings, misses low and away. Still in on the grass at third. Third baseman Menz going to need to be on his toes if Wings turns this one around. That one misses inside from Harrell. It's 2-1 with 2 outs, nobody on, and a 3-2 lead for Mineral Area. As we play at Jefferson College in Hillsboro. The pitch is low and outside. 3-1 now to Wings, and you really like to face Whitehead with nobody on next inning instead of with Wings on base here in the third. The kick and the pitch from Harrell, swung on, grounded to the shortstop on 2 hops. It's taken by Vogelsang. The throw over bounces in the dirt, but a nice pick by Joe Cole, and they get Wings by a step at the first base bag, and Jefferson goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. Still 3-2, Cardinals back in a minute on regional radio. Schaefer Hall out for his 4th inning of work. He'll face the bottom third in the Mineral Area College order. Shane Grau, Seth Blackwell, and Luke Vogelsang. Grau grounded out to the third baseman his first time. Right-hander steps in. Here's the first pitch from Hall, and it's a fastball strike right down the middle.
He's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes in this game.
The lefty Hall brings a breaking pitch in, too tight, ball one. Straight away in the outfield. As Grau grounds one softly to the shortstop. A couple of hops for Tanis. He's up with it, throws over. There's one away.
Kind of got handcuffed inside on that pitch, jammed him a bit.
Blackwell a single his first time up. That was in the second inning. He steps in here with nobody on, one out in the top of the fourth. Pitch from Hall. Blackwell takes. It's a strike call.
Blackwell single his first time.
No one on, so Hall working quickly. The next pitch. That one catches the outside edge. Strike two.
Some good break to that pitch. That one broke over the plate in the outside corner when it looked like it was going to go outside.
Blackwell collects his thoughts, steps back in. Hall's ready. Here's the pitch. That one just misses the outside. He almost got him on three straight.
Yeah, Blackwell thought about pulling the trigger on that one and couldn't cut loose, and he was just hoping he was going to get the benefit of the call, and he did.
1-2 pitch. Blackwell slashes it foul left side. And an error on Jim Gerwitz in foul territory. Couldn't quite come up with that one.
He knocks it down.
Kept it in front of him. I'd like to thank Cozine Funeral Home in Farmington, as well as Wings Etc. in Farmington. Don't forget, tomorrow night at Wings Etc., we will have Between the Lines with MAC baseball coach Jim Gerwitz at 6 o'clock on KREI. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Hall to Blackwell. It dips too low, 2-2.
We'll also have rounding third with Coach Carroll tomorrow from 6 to 7 from Boundary Sports Bar and Grill in Herculaneum.
Hall rings him up, catches the inside corner, and freezes Blackwell, his fourth strikeout. And there are two gone in the fourth. Yeah, the inaugural year of rounding third. I know you're getting a good response from it, and Coach Carroll is pleased with it.
Absolutely. He's the one that pushed for it, to be honest. It wasn't one of those situations where I went to him with the idea. He came to me.
There's a strike call to Vogelsang, who did strike out his only other time at the plate. As time is called, and Hall didn't realize it until he was 3/4 of the way through his windup.
Most of the time, you should just go ahead and follow through with the pitch. You don't want to pull something.
There's a pitch outside, and it's 1-1 here to the number 9 man in the order for Mineral Area, Luke Vogelsang. Hall's next delivery. Vogelsang swings, pops it up on the infield. The pitcher, Hall, takes it, and it's easy for him in fair territory near the first baseline, makes the catch. And Hall answers Harrell's 1-2-3, bottom of the third, with a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the fourth. It's still 3-2 Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the fourth in 1 minute on Regional Radio. Harrell back out on the mound for the Mineral Area Cardinals, and here comes the heart of the order for Jefferson College. Cody Whitehead, Peter Tanis, Brian Randazzo, the 3-4-5 hitters, as Whitehead steps in and a curve in for a strike. The first pitch to him from Drew Harrell.
They got that 2-out rally started in the first inning with a double and then scored on the home run by Tanis.
Next pitch bounces in the dirt in front of the plate, ball one. The two guys very familiar with each other, usually on the same team over the years, but in college, a different story. Here is the kick and the pitch. This one driven hard into left field and over the head of the left fielder, off the wall. And it'll be extra bases for Whitehead as they get the ball back in. Throw from Oliver back into the infield, and a double to lead off the fourth for Cody Whitehead.
Gives him a pair of two-baggers in this ball game. The other double again coming in the first, and now he leads off the fourth with a double.
And he went the opposite way of the first double he had. That was to right field. This one was to left. He can hit both gaps. And here is Tanis. The Cardinals hoping for a different result than last time. Jefferson hoping for a repeat and a home run to give him a lead. But a swing and a miss by Tanis on the first delivery from Horrell with a runner at second base and nobody out.
Took a big cut at that pitch, too. He was looking home run again.
Wind blowing out just a little bit. Not real stiff breeze. Curve, and Tanis missed it, fouling it off of his foot. He's down to one knee, and he pops right back up, shaking it off and trying to collect his thoughts with an 0-2 count. On deck, Randazzo.
Just to continue your thought on the wind, it just pretty much swirls down here for the most part.
Like Mineral Area in Park Hills, where it blows right in your face from center field just about the entire ballgame. 0-2 count on Tanis. Horrell checks the runner at second and brings it to the plate. Fastball misses away, not by much.
That was close. Missed by a fraction on that outside corner.
Tanis was pretty confident that was a ball, though. 1-2 count on Peter. The sophomore waits for it. Here it comes. That one bounces in front of the plate. Nice block by Spencer. Runner moves, but the throw is offline into left field. And here comes the runner from third. He'll score. Whitehead touching the dish. We're tied at 3.
So a wild pitch, and then I guess error on the catcher on the throw to third brings in the tying run for Jefferson.
Tony Spencer, as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, is a converted catcher. He's shaping up to be a pretty good one, but still not seasoned enough. And he threw that one away from the third base bag and into left, allowing Whitehead to turn the corner and score the Vikings' third run of the ballgame.
In fact, I think that pitch that was in the dirt that got by Spencer, I think it actually hit the home plate umpire. If it didn't touch him, it goes back to the screen. I think the umpire actually inadvertently kept that ball from going to the backstop, which almost gave Spencer a chance to get Whitehead moving from second to third.
Base is clear. A 3-2 pitch now to Tanis. He pops it up. It's tailing back towards left center field. Near the track, backing up is the center fielder, Kimry, and he makes the catch while backpedaling, and his back ends up on the wall. That one almost carried out of here.
He got under that one quite a bit, but yeah, as you mentioned, the wind almost carried that one out. It's actually died a little bit over the last couple of minutes, but when it does blow out, it can be dangerous down here in this park.
So the left-hander, Brian Randazzo, steps into the box with nobody on. A tie ball game now and one out. First one from Horrell. He drops a bunt down. Charging it is Menz. He'll pick it up, but no chance to get Randazzo. An infield bunt single. And there's one on with one out, and Rahman coming to the plate.
Well, that was nicely put down by Randazzo. There was really no chance for Menz at third.
Menz had been playing in at third for much of the ball game and was caught a little bit back that time. And Rahman stepping in here. Runner at first base. Horrell gets his sign, kicks and pitches. That one fouled straight back to the screen. Dead ball, runner goes back to first base.
Rahman did not get cheated on that swing, that's for sure. He took a healthy cut at that one.
Went off his bat, the catcher's mask, and then hit the backstop as there's a check over to first base, and Randazzo slides back.
Being held on by Cole.
It was mostly cloudy at the start of the ball game, only partly cloudy now as we're getting a little bit of sunshine. Horrell, another check to first, and they may have him. No!
Wow, that was close.
Very close, but he's called safe. Randazzo just getting that hand back in under the glove of Joe Cole. And now Sam Carroll coming out of the dugout for Jefferson to talk to the home plate umpire. I think he was wanting the balk, if I'm not mistaken.
He was questioning as he came over. He got a good look at it, I guess, from that third base coach's dugout. But
Horrell goes and talks with a field umpire, making sure that what he did was a legal move to first. It wasn't called a balk. Of course, that's all speculation from the press box, but it appears that Sam Carroll will be satisfied enough with the answer and go back to the third base coach's box. 0-1 the count. Roman at the plate. Another check over to first base. Randazzo back quickly.
He leads the team in steals. He has 11 of them in 12 attempts.
Harrell comes set. Brings it to the plate. A swing and a miss. The throw down to second base with Randazzo moving. He slides in safely, stealing it, as that throw from Spencer was to the left of the bag at second base.
Roman was trying to make contact with that pitch. It was up and in, and he was just trying not to leave Randazzo hung out to dry on a hit and run. So he kind of sacrificed himself to try to put the ball in play.
Now he's got to protect the plate with an 0-2 count. No, there's a balk now. Interesting, we were just talking about it, and Harrell balks according to the field umpire who stood just behind him on the mound, and now Harrell, unhappy with the field umpire, is going to turn around and talk to the home plate umpire. Jim Gerwitz hustles out and talks to the field umpire that made the call. And Randazzo at third base right now. I think something that Harrell asked him earlier, he took to heart and then got called for it, is my guess.
Boy, and Gerwitz ran out there as soon as he heard the call. He was on his horse out to the infield from the dugout to try to question this one.
Harrell had his arms in the air like he thought it was an okay move. They're not going to win it. Jim Gerwitz goes back to the dugout. Harrell climbs the bump. The runner at third with one out. An 0-2 count. Roman in the batter's box waiting for it. Here's the pitch from Harrell. That one comes in and hits him on the thigh, it looked like.
Threw it on the left side of Roman's body. Got him there on the leg of the hip.
And just to diffuse any possible extenuating circumstances, the home plate umpire running alongside between Harrell and Roman up the first baseline.
You could tell Roman was not too happy, but he had really no intentions of heading out to the mound whatsoever. Of course, you're not going to see that at this level. Of course, you get suspended for it at this level. Of course, you get suspended for it, I guess, in the majors, too.
You can, potentially.
And now you got runners on the corners with this tie ball game. A lot of momentum in favor of Jeffco. There's still only one out.
Fick at the plate. He grounded into a 5-4-3 double play his first time up. The pitch. The runner moves. Roman going to steal it without a throw as there's a runner at third base and Spencer not risking it. He'll let him take it.
Second stolen base of the inning. Roman following in the footsteps of Randazzo.
Second and third, one out for Jefferson. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. Drew Harrell on the hill. Cody Fick at the plate. And Harrell recycling the signs with his catcher, Tony Spencer. Drew steps off the rubber again. Now we'll tow it again. He comes set, checks the runner and the pitch. Bunt right side up the line, foul ball. And the runners will go back. A suicide squeeze up the first baseline would have been perfect had it stayed in play.
Squeeze play on. Coach Carroll trying to get that go-ahead run down, and not quite. Left in fair territory on that bunt by Cody Fick.
Big spot here for the Vikings. Harrell looks at the runner at third. Kicks and fires. Curve in for a strike. 1-2 the count.
Tough pitch. Wasn't much that Fick could ever do with that one. That was a perfect location for Harrell. Inner half.
Fick at the plate. Colster on deck. This could be a turning point in the ballgame. Harrell. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and a line drive base hit to left. It's going to score Randazzo. The throw comes in from left. It's cut off. And Roman scores to give Jefferson the lead. It's 5-3.
2-run single off the bat of Cody Fick, bringing in two of the quickest base runners on this team, Randazzo and Rahman. So now things could be changing for Mac, as looks like the pitching coach is heading out there. Coach Hendrick.
Alan Hendrick taking a stroll out to the mound, joined by his entire infield and the catcher. Cardinals infield at double play depth. They hold the runner at first base. Cole on the bag there as Harrell misses low with the first one to Colster. Fick getting a pretty good secondary lead on that pitch. He stands about 2.5 steps away from the bag right now. Here's the pitch from Harrell, swing and a miss as he got Colster to climb the ladder and swing at a high fastball.
Definitely took a powerful swing at that one.
Fick not going anywhere yet. 1-1 pitch. Harrell brings it. Here's a shot to the right side. Sneaks through for a base hit. And they'll try to send the runner to third base. Throw comes in from left and not in time.
It looked as though just for a split second, Thompson was starting to break towards second base. And then the ball just went to his left on a hard hit ground ball off the bat of Colster. He just didn't have he had his momentum going to his right, and the ball went to the left. He had really no chance and no time to recover from that.
Worried about the base runner perhaps, and you're right, he was leaning the wrong way. Runners at the corners, one out in what's turned into be a marathon, bottom of the fourth.
Still only one out in the inning as Harrell laboring.
Greg Robinson steps in, the number 9 hitter in the order, catcher for the Vikings. With 2 on, 1 out. Pitch, he's bunting, and it was a suicide squeeze, or not a suicide, but a squeeze play that did not go as planned. The runner at third base, Fick, broke for home and then had to hustle back when that pitch went out of the zone and Robinson took it. Ball 1. They appealed on the swing. He did not go around. Pitch from Harrell upstairs, ball 2.
They had a left-hander loosening for Mac in the bullpen.
Josh Boyer from Farmington, a freshman, left-hander, is loosening. Harrell, the 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside. It's 3-0 to Robinson with the top of the order and Kendall Finley on deck.
Harrell's leaving a couple of them up in the zone, and a few have been a little bit too high in the strike zone. Still, you're going to run into trouble if you continue to leave the ball up there.
Harrell, the 3-0 pitch, swinging is Robinson. He pops it up to center, and Kimry gets there to make the catch. They send the runner from third. The throw in, not going to get there, and it's a 6-3 lead with Fick coming home to touch home plate. The 4th run of the inning for Jefferson, and a 6-3 lead. Starting to separate themselves a bit from the Cardinals here in the 4th. Not over yet, but a 3-run lead in what had been a nip-and-tuck affair through the first 3.5.
Yeah, it's just been some seeing eye shots, too, for the most part. And you had the leadoff double by Whitehead, but everything is just kind of finding the holes, and then the balk call really swung the momentum in favor of Jeffco. And then the batter gets hit, and it's just been little things that have hurt Mac more than anything.
Harrell misses well outside to Finley. 2 gone in the inning, a runner at first base. Finley, the hitter. And he is 1 for 2 today, a ground out and a single. Harrell checks the runner, comes set. Here's the pitch, curve, stayed up high. 2-0. I would imagine if this inning were to continue another hitter or 2 and you get to Whitehead, that Josh Boyer will come in for Drew Harrell. Harrell right now trying to just get out of the bottom of the 4th and comes in tight. It's 3-0 to Finley. Harrell a little erratic all of a sudden this inning after a sharp first 3. As his side, Harrell, the pitch is going to catch the outside corner for a strike. It's 3-1.
Drew has really struggled since that balk call. I think that really took him out of his zone. And he has kind of struggled ever since. Again, nothing really being struck very hard, but enough to kind of mess up his timing a little bit.
Fastball fisted out of play. Full count now on Finley, who had a 3-0 count in his favor, and now Harrell battling back. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 3-run lead for the Vikings. Still a runner at first base. Harrell the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Now you just wonder how much longer they're going to let Drew go. And here comes Coach Gerwitz. This look a lot. I think this has to be it now for Drew.
I think Josh Boyer will enter the ball game as Harrell flips the baseball to his manager, and we will likely have a pitching change with 2 outs and the number 2 hitter in the order. Number 9 man to bat in the inning, Brandon Wings, will step in. Here is Boyer. We'll be back in 1 minute as Boyer takes his warm-up tosses. 6-3 Jefferson College on top of Mineral Area on regional radio. Comes into a situation here with a couple on and 2 outs.
And he's facing the 9th man to come to the plate in the inning for Jeffco, Brandon Wings. Man waiting on deck is the one who got the inning started with a double, Cody Whitehead.
Boyer, a lefty, checks the runner at first, checks him at second, brings the pitch. It's a ball low.
Wings is hitless in 2 at-bats, both times grounding out, once into a double play.
Wings waits for it. Boyer, the pitch, a fastball strike.
Boyer's one of those guys that likes to pitch on the outside half of the plate, especially to right-handers.
He's got long arms, so he can use that release point to his advantage and try to keep it outside, and that one misses way high. A 2-1 count now to Wings. 4 in the inning so far for Jefferson. They've done that on 4 hits, a walk, a hit by pitch, a balk to their credit, also a sacrifice fly in there. Boyer, the 2-1 pitch, instead a check over to first base, and that one gets away from the first baseman Cole. The runners will each move up a station. So the error puts 2 in scoring position for Wings.
You know, it was almost a situation where Finley kind of almost left Colster out to dry because there was no hesitation for him. He started taking off to second, and Colster's like, oh boy, I guess I got to go to third.
That one just a little too far out of Cole's reach at first base. Second and third, 2 outs. A 2-1 pitch coming. Wings watches it fly way outside. It's ball 3 as Boyer can't seem to get on top of his pitches.
I'm thinking Wings will probably take this one all the way, even though it's 3-1.
Boyer's missed his last 2 way out of the zone. Here is the 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, and he loads the bases for Cody Whitehead. A couple of doubles, a couple of runs scored today for Whitehead, and he is not the guy you want to face with the bases juiced.
As you mentioned earlier, Tim, he's taken it to both sides of the field. One of the doubles came to right center, and the other one over the head of the left fielder, almost off the base of the wall.
Whitehead can blow the top off of this thing right here. Boyer, high leg kick. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, blocked by Spencer. The runners stay put. You don't want to take the bat out of your best hitter's hands by running into an out to end the inning.
Especially when the ball only rolled about 8 feet away from Spencer, not too far to run to pick that one back up.
Back-to-back walks have loaded the bases. Whitehead, 2 for 2 on the day, facing Boyer. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and it gets away from Spencer, but he pounces on it, and the runners will continue to stay at their place.
Boyer having his struggles, and it looks like they're going to get another pitcher loosened up.
And he doesn't seem to have his typical sharpness on the mound. He has been around the plate in most of his outings. So far, not right here. The 2-0 to Whitehead. Swings and jacks it high in the air, right field. A long run for Seth Blackwell. Back to the wall. It falls on the warning track. Off the wall. 1 run's in, 2 are in, and a 3rd will score. A bases clearing triple for Cody Whitehead, and a 9-3 Vikings lead.
Taking it the opposite way. That's the 2nd hit that went to the opposite field, and that one came awfully close to getting out. Settled in on the base of the wall at the warning track. And now 2 doubles and a triple for Cody Whitehead, and he cleared the bases. 3 RBIs on that base hit, and that has broken this one open.
The Cardinals had a lead coming into this inning, and now 7 runs have been scored in the bottom of the 4th. I said earlier it was a marathon inning. It's still going.
This has been a long, long inning, and you just wonder if they're going to pull the plug on Schaefer. He's been having to sit quite a while.
Boyer. The pitch to Thomas. There's a strike on a fastball right down the middle.
Jeffco did have a right-hander throwing earlier. He has since stopped his warm-up tosses.
Well, he got through his entire warm-up session, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Called strike to Thomas. He doesn't like it.
Heat 1 for 2 on the day. The 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. His other time up, he flied out to deep center.
Time called, I believe, by the pitcher, Josh Boyer. He wanted to clarify something with the field umpire. Now he climbs the hill, toes the rubber. Looks in for the sign, and Boyer, still looking for the sign, has it. Comes to the plate. Thomas watches one high for ball 1.
Well, Boyer's not been greeted too well. A walk and then a triple. But he has gotten ahead of Thomas.
1-2 pitch, fouled back. Thomas just got a piece. A 7-run 4th inning for Jefferson. That after Schaefer Hall had set the Cardinals down in order, and Vikings coming into the inning trailing 3-2. The pitch, that one in the dirt. 2-2. Blocked by Spencer with a runner at 3rd. That's Whitehead, who just cleared the bases with a triple. 7 runs on 5 hits. He had a sacrifice fly, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch in this inning. Throw in a couple stolen bases, a balk. Very eventful bottom of the 4th. 9-3 Jefferson. That one ripped to left field. That's a base hit, and that'll score Whitehead. 10-3 the score.
That'll be a long single for Thomas. Ended up going against the wall, but it got there so quickly he could not turn it into a 2-bagger. But he still drives in his 3rd run of the game.
The 12th hitter will come to the plate for Jefferson in this bottom of the 4th, and it is Brian Randazzo. Randazzo singled, stole a base, reached 3rd on a balk, and scored. And Thomas is going to be pinch run for, so it appears. Lance Young from Cape Central High School in Cape Girardeau. A freshman takes over the running duties for Thomas at first base. Here's the first offering to Randazzo. That one misses inside, back to the screen, and down to second base is Lance Young.
They're going to make some defensive changes in the next half inning. I don't know if Lance Young is really the guy that they're going to put it short. They may be switching some things around a little bit.
Boyer looks in for the sign. Has it, comes set. From the belt. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. There have been 2 outs for a while. Lefty-lefty matchup here, Randazzo. An open stance in the box. Boyer on the hill, comes set, here's the pitch. Curve, he waits on it and slashes it to the right side. Picked up by the second baseman, Thompson. And the inning finally comes to an end. 8 runs put on the board by Jefferson College on 6 hits. And it is 10-3 after 4 on regional radio. Welcome back to Jefferson College. Tim Ryan and Ryan Reinheimer with you. It's the top of the 5th and thought we'd never get here, but the Cardinals, after giving up 8 runs to Jefferson in the bottom of the 4th, come up with the top of the order. And it does appear they'll stick with Schaefer Hall after he was on the bench for a very long time, waiting out that bottom of the 4th. He went 1-2-3 through the Cardinals order in the top of the 4th, and the first pitch to Tony Spencer is a ball inside.
And they'll probably have the microscope on to watch Schaefer in this inning after he sat for so long.
There's a strike called at the knees. 1-1. Hall, the next one. And Spencer, a sharp grounder, too short, picked up there and doesn't get him. A little bobble there at short. And we just mentioned Tunis taken out of the ball game.
Yeah, it's John Lyons over there at short now. Lyons has been out a lot recently due to a sore hamstring.
They'll give him an error on that, and rightfully so. It hit him right in the glove. He just bobbled it a little bit and couldn't get it over to first in time. And Matt Thompson steps in with a runner at first, nobody out. Swings right through the first pitch from Hall, strike 1. Hall checks the runner at first, leg kick and the pitch, and Thompson swings and drives it into left field. It'll be easy for Brandon Wings as he tails back about 5 steps and makes the catch. 1 away, runner at first for the Cardinals. They trail it by 7 in the top of the 5th. Hitter is Shane Menz. Open stance, left-handed swinger against the left-handed throwing Schaefer Hall. A curveball, hangs it a bit high. 1-0.
8 runs are going to be charged to Drew Horrell, the max starter, in 3 2/3 innings.
Menz shoots it to left field at Wings, who moves about 2 steps to his left and then makes the catch. Just about right at him.
Horrell, 8 runs given up on 8 hits. Some of those runs may not be earned. He walked 1, hit a batter, did not strike anyone out. And again, going 3 2/3 innings.
First pitch to Garrett Oliver is a bit low. So Hall, not quite as sharp as he had been. He has fallen behind a couple of these hitters this inning. He's got 2 outs, a runner at first base, and the next pitch, and Oliver swings and fouls it away.
Looked like Mac perhaps was going to get something started in this inning, and it still could happen, but they're going to have to get the rally going with 2 outs. First man reached on an error, and then back-to-back pop-outs to left field.
Oliver chops 1 to second base, and scooped there by Randazzo. The flip to second base, the shortstop Lyons covering for the 3rd out. So after that leadoff man gets on by the error, Spencer's stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with Jefferson College leading Mineral Area College 10-3 on regional radio. Jefferson College hoping some of the 4th inning magic will rub off here in the 5th. They lead it 10-3, and it is Josh Boyer, it appears, going out for another inning of work for the Cardinals.
He'll be facing Jeremy Ramon, Cody Fick, and Jay Colster if anyone gets on Greg Robinson. Look out. Spencer almost nailed his pitcher as he makes the toss down to second base.
Have we mentioned Tony's not a natural catcher?
Yes, we have.
Wow, Josh Boyer had to duck for cover. Roman leading it off, then Fick and Colster. Here in the bottom of the fifth for the Vikings. Boyer, the first pitch to Roman, ripped left side, a base hit. Into left field past the diving Luke Vogelsang, who couldn't quite get there and help out his teammate from a year ago.
That was a blister shot for the most part. That was well struck by Roman. He's on base for the third time in today's game. 2 singles and a hit by pitch.
The 11th hit for the Vikings. 10 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Mineral area, 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. And the hitter is Cody Fick. Roman has good wheels at first base. We'll see if they elect to run with him. Fick looks at one low, ball 1.
Hit a big 2-run single his last time up after rounding into a double play his first time.
Boyer shook off a walk and a triple and got that last out of Randazzo to end the fifth. That one shot high in the air, center field, and tailing back towards the wall, leaping, it is out of here. Kimry ran out of real estate as the wind may have had something to do with that. It is blowing hard out to center, and Fick, what looked like just a pop out, tailed back and left the yard. And it is 12-3, Jefferson College.
Well, you can now feel my pain a little bit, Tim, because there's a lot of times I've blown home run calls here just because of that. It doesn't look like it's going to go out, and then all of a sudden the wind just carries it, especially to center field.
That scores Roman, and that'll be it for Boyer. We'll get a new pitcher for the Cardinals. We'll tell you who that is in 1 minute on regional radio. 12-3 the score in favor of Jefferson. And they put an 8 spot on the board in the bottom of the fourth, adding to it here in the fifth after the Cardinals seemed to have Jefferson on the ropes a little bit. Got an early lead 2-0, then a 2-run homer by Peter Tanas tied it in the first. Cardinals got another run in the third, had them 3-2, and then it took to the bottom of the fourth for Jefferson's offense to explode. 8 runs on 6 hits in just the fourth.
They start off with 2 runs here in the bottom half of the fifth, and 1 more run, and they're going to end this thing early.
McCormick, a sophomore right-hander, as I mentioned, from Newburgh, Missouri, really picked up the Cardinals' bullpen last year when they were hurting for arms after a rash of injuries, and McCormick was the guy that came in relief oftentimes and put out the fire. Hasn't seen a lot of action so far this season.
Matthew Hahn's going to come off the bench to pinch hit here for Colster. 238 hitter, 5 hits and 21 at-bats, but he does have 6 RBIs.
First pitch from McCormick, fastball low.
Certainly know you're doing something right if you have more RBIs than you do hits.
That's a base hit up the middle for Hahn. And he's aboard with nobody out. It's a 9-run lead, 12-3. That's the 13th Jeffco base hit.
That'll bring in Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 1, a sac fly, and a pop-up.
Robinson taking his time getting in the box. McCormick also not in a hurry to throw this pitch. Now he climbs the hill. Looks in for the sign. McCormick comes set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That's a curveball low.
Robinson is the only Jeffco batter that was in the starting lineup that has not been on base safely.
Pickoff move, not in time to get Hahn at first.
Again, Robinson does have a sacrifice fly, though, today.
The pitch from McCormick swung on and laced into right center field. A long run for Kimry, back to the wall. It's off the wall. Robinson rounding first into second base. Into third base is Hahn, and nearly scored that last run as the ball momentarily got away from the cutoff man, and Robinson was looking like he was going to go to third, but Hahn didn't realize it. He was staying put.
They held him at third base with nobody out, which is probably not a bad idea. No reason to send him in when you have nobody out, and you're already enjoying a healthy lead.
12-3, and one more run, this ball game is over.
We're going to get Nick Becker into the ball game for Jeffco, coming in off the bench. He'll bat in place of Kendall Finley and play the outfield. He's been missing some time recently as well with hamstring struggles. 421 average with a home run and 5 ribbies. That's in only 7 games.
An old college teammate of the man behind the plate, Tony Spencer. Both went to Vianney High School in St. Louis. Both won a couple of state championships.
Gotta love that.
First pitch is a ball low. Next one from McCormick. Swing and a miss from Becker.
Fooled on that one. He was well off on that swing.
I want to thank Flat River Building Center in Park Hills, McCormick Telecom in Farmington, and Ron Pedigo, attorney at law, for helping us bring you coverage of this game today on regional radio. 12-3, Jeffco on top of Mineral Area College in the first of 2 in Hillsboro. James Huff will get the nod on the hill for the Cardinals in game 2. As McCormick kicks and fires, and it's a ball high and tight. 1-2 the count, actually, according to the umpire. That first one was called a strike. McCormick gets his sign. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one a curve low.
These pitches have some sharp break to them, but they're just breaking too early.
2-2 count on Becker with runners at second and third, no one out. Bottom of 5. 12-3 the score. McCormick the pitch. Becker fouls it back.
It was off the end of the bat.
Do you think there's a little chatter going on between Spencer and Becker there? A little friendly chatter?
Quite possible. Of course, it wouldn't have shocked me if Whitehead and Harrell were doing that earlier.
It doesn't shock me if Spencer's talking to anybody behind the plate. He's a chatty guy no matter who it is, as that one's fouled straight back. 2-2 still to count. The winning run is at third base, if they can get him in. McCormick, the pitch, that one's outside, a full count. Spencer chases the ball as it got away from him momentarily, and runners stay put. 12-3, Vikings leading the Cardinals.
Back with their infield drawn in, obviously, because of the runner at third.
McCormick the pitch, and this one sent a mile high left side, and it is back, and it is gone. 3-run homer ends the ball game. Nick Becker sends it out of here. It's the third home run of the day for the Vikings, and this ball game's going to end 15-3 in 5 innings.
Welcome back to the fold, Nick Becker.
No kidding.
Comes into pinch hit. He hasn't played in probably close to 3 weeks, if not longer, due to hamstring troubles, and he just smokes that one.
Certainly see why Jefferson is eager to get him back in the lineup. 15-3 the final. The loss goes to Drew Harrell. The win to Schaefer Hall. We'll have more details for you in 2 minutes' time on Regional Radio.
And we return to Jefferson College in Hillsboro as we're talking right now with a winded Cody Whitehead after running poles. Cody goes 3 for 3 in today's ball game with 2 doubles and a triple. His triple cleared the bases as they were loaded at that particular time. And obviously you were seeing the ball very well today.
Yeah, it was. I was facing a guy like Drew Horrell. There was a lot of off-speed pitches. So I think I saw maybe 2 fastballs the whole time. So all I was doing was really thinking off speed, and that's where I got, and I drove the ball.
Well, you certainly used all parts of the field today, too. Your first shot, right center field, goes to the wall. Your second shot goes over the left fielder's head, clearly in the left field, not even towards the line. That was just right down the perfect alleyway there. and then the triple goes over the right fielder's head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I've been really trying to work on is, hitting the ball gap to gap, especially to the right side. Been working on it all year, with Coach Carroll. It's just something that, I've been told that if I really work on it, really improve my game. So.
What about facing a guy like Drew Horrell, a teammate in high school, a teammate with Legion Ball? Did you think about that at all when you step in there the first time against him, or is it right there in front of you?
Well, whenever we got to the field, I was wondering if he was going to throw today, and I found out he was going to throw. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I got a little jitters in there because, I knew if, he ended up striking me out or beating me, he wasn't going to let me, hear the end of it. So, but, once I get in the batter's box, it all goes away, and I just think, playing baseball. So.
Well, it's one of those deals, too. I guess you get the bragging rights for now as far as your head-to-head meetings, right?
Yeah, right now I get the bragging rights, but I'm not going to hold it over his head or anything because I know he's a good player, and, come tournament time or next time we play him, he may shove it right down my throat. So.
You got to feel good about the way the rest of your guys all picked it up, too. I mean, everybody was hitting the ball well.
Definitely. I mean, very end of the game, Nick Becker comes in, hadn't seen a pitch in I don't know how many games, and he comes in and hits a walk-off home run. I mean, whole team's been swinging the ball well. It's just, we've been playing real well, and hopefully, we can keep it up.
And Johnny Lyons comes back as well. He's been out almost as long as Becker for the most part. Those two guys, unfortunately, have been on the shelf for about 3 weeks, and Lyons got out there and played some short at the end of this game. So the healthier your guys are going to get, probably the better you're going to be, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Schaefer Hall, how about how the way he threw today?
So far, he's been, doing probably one of the best in our staff. Not to say that the other guys aren't doing well. It's just that he's been exceeding, expectations all year long. Every time he goes on the mound, I know we're probably going to win. So.
Well, great game today, and hopefully you guys are able to keep it up for the game number 2.
Yep, hopefully. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Cody.
Welcome.
Cody Whitehead, sophomore infielder. Real quick, though, before we let you go, when are you going to be able to get over to third? Are you close?
Hopefully soon. My arm's been feeling, it's been feeling better, but I just don't want to rush it right now. I've been doing all my stuff, so hopefully, maybe coming this weekend, I'm going to throw every day, and if it keeps getting better, I might be in there Thursday. I may be in there next week. I'm not sure, but. Should be soon. Awesome. Excellent. Well, you've done a good job at the plate, and I'm sure you're itching to get a chance to play the hot corner again. Definitely. Cody Whitehead, he was the DH today, as he has been pretty much the entire season. 3-for-3 performance as Jeffco wins it 15-3 over Mineral Area. We'll take another break and return in 2 minutes on Regional Radio.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.